and good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 5th annual Shine a Light on TANGO2 Celebration. Yay, 5 years. My name is Sam Gregoire, for those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, and I am a volunteer and chair of the TANGO2 Researchers Foundation Fundraising Committee. And more importantly, I am Aunt Sammy to 7-year-old Jake Taggart, who I did see is on with us this morning, who's one of our TANGO2 warriors. Today, we're proud to celebrate the 5th anniversary of our Shine a Light on TANGO2 campaign. The first campaign in 2021 sparked a movement, a virtual fundraising campaign that could reach families and supporters worldwide. And now, 5 years later, Shine a Light has become a cornerstone of our foundation's efforts, uniting an international community of over 600 donors who continue to show up year after year to support our TANGO2 families and advance our mission. What began in 2021 has grown into a powerful movement driven by all of your creativity, determination, and heart. We've worked hard to raise critical funds for life-changing TANGO2 research, and today's celebration is all about honoring those efforts. We may be a small community, but we are mighty and we're making big strides together. So before officially getting started this morning, if everyone can ensure that their microphones are muted, it would be most helpful for us, so thank you. This meeting is being recorded. Should you like to reference it or share with your family and friends? And also, please put any questions that you might have into the group chat. I also want to share that we're offering a live translation by audio and text in multiple languages for our international families. To access this feature, you can use the QR code shown on the screen or the link that has been shared in our group chat. There's a drop down where you can select the language you'd like in today's translation or to the translation that you'd like. You will then be able to read the captions on your device and use headphones if you'd like to hear audio. This year, we had 48 fundraisers representing our mission. We are joined by new families and heard about their journey with TANGO2, and also loved hearing back from some of our veteran families. And one thing that we continue to be reminded of during this campaign is how creative and resourceful this group of determined families truly is. Year after year, we find new and imaginative ways to fundraise, proving that we never run out of passion. Whether through heartfelt community events or out-of-the-box virtual efforts, we've shown that our commitment to fighting TANGO2 disease knows no limits. We set bold goals and continue to exceed them, all in the pursuit of a better understanding and a brighter future for our children. Thank you so much to all the individuals and teams who participated in fundraising this year. We're especially excited to recognize a group that has been with us since the very beginning of our Shine a Light campaign, our dedicated supporters who continue to make an incredible impact year after year. So please join me in giving a huge thank you to all of our Light and Legacy Club members, Mike and Kasha Morris, Veronica Jones, Blake Moore, David Longman, Sam McKenzie, Amanda and Jordan Taggart, Marcy Lopez, Matt Dort, and Giorgio Puchetto. Your commitment, passion, and generosity over the last 5 years since the start of that campaign have brought us closer to a cure to continue to bring hope to TANGO2 families around the world. Thank you for going above and beyond. We're also thrilled to highlight this year's new participants, many of whom climbed straight to the top of the leaderboard. Thank you so much for joining us this year, Nicholas Abreu, Carly Way, Samantha Irving, Roger Gates, Joyce Lombardi, Casey Thomas, Sarah Luck, Samantha Zanker, Cody Lay Hawcroft, Kaylee Hanley, Eileen Hanley, Shelby Hay, and Casey Denton. Your energy and creativity made a huge impact throughout this year's campaign, and we're so very grateful to have you as part of our community. And now I'd like to recognize our top 5 teams. Congratulations to Caitlin Fryer's team, Team Jake, Funder from Down Under, and Team Ryan. Yay! If everyone could give a round of applause, thank you. Our number one team, who raised a whopping $11,500, is Team Kaylin. Yay, thank you.
Yay!
Thank you, Haley Hanley, for inspiring all of us to continue to share our stories and be a voice for our children. Kaylin is a TANGO2 warrior from Florida in the USA who was recently diagnosed this year. Kaylin's mom and grandmother, Eileen, along with her friends and Lauren Health, rallied behind them to do several fundraisers: a car wash, a bake sale, basket auction, and much more to support Hanley family. We are so warmed by the support of so many people.
Hey,
As
are you watching?
our top team, you have also won some great prizes, including a t-shirt, TANGO2 artwork, recognition in our annual report, free registrations to our upcoming 2026 family conference, and our fundraising banquet hosted later this year. Thank you again and congratulations. Next, I'd like to recognize our top participants. Congratulations to our top 5 fundraising participants: Kaylin's crew, Kaylee Hanley, Matt Dort, and Brinley's team. Yay! Thank you, everybody. And our top individual fundraiser, who raised an impressive $20,000, almost $21,000, is Veronica Jones. Yay, Veronica. Thank you. Year after year, Veronica has raised an incredible amount to support our foundation, but this year you truly outdid yourself. The overwhelming response from your friends and family speaks volumes about the kind of people you are: generous, compassionate, and deeply loved. We are inspired by your dedication and so grateful to be a part of an amazing community you've helped build. Not only are you the top individual fundraiser this year, but you're also our top overall fundraiser as well, which means you've won a grand prize, a trip to our TANGO2 banquet in Connecticut. We can't wait to see you there. Congratulations again, Veronica and family. Thank you to all of the dedication this year. It's incredible to see all of the amazing fundraisers that were organized over the last few months. I'm so pleased to announce the total amount raised during this year's campaign. Together, we've raised almost $91,000 and counting. We had 6 countries represented this year, 13 new fundraisers, and over 600 donations. Let's give each other a big round of applause. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Woohoo!
We're so proud of what our determined community continues to accomplish. Since its inception of the Shine a Light on TANGO2 campaign, together we have raised almost $491,000. Not only have we raised these vital funds, but together we have also raised awareness about TANGO2 deficiency disorder. With this money raised, we can continue to fund research that will lead to treatments and a cure for TANGO2 deficiency disorder. In a few moments, we'll be announcing our Grant Cycle 5 awardees. But first, please enjoy a video highlighting our 5 years of the Shine a Light campaign and all of the progress and breakthroughs that we've made along the way. Can you hear me okay again, Anne?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for playing the video. It's amazing to see the progress we've accomplished. Together, we're proving just how powerful a community with a shared vision can be. And now I'd like to invite Dina Chisholm, our Research Engagement Director, to announce our Cycle 5 research grantees. Dina?
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Sam. I'm so thrilled to be here again celebrating another incredible Shine a Light campaign with all of you guys. It is always an honor to be a part of such an amazing event and community. Huge congratulations to everyone involved, and a special shout out to our staff team, Team Tango Together. Go team. Um, and I'm here and I'm excited to share some incredible updates on the research front, and especially excited to share we've officially funded more than $1 million in Tango 2 research. And that could not have been possible without the support of our community, all of you guys, our volunteers, our families, our researchers, clinicians, and staff. So this year, after carefully reviewing numerous letters of intent, the foundation invited 7 researchers to submit full proposals for cycle 5 of our Tango 2 Research Foundation Research Grant Program. So following a rigorous grant review process conducted in partnership with our clinical, academic, and research committee reviewers, we are proud to announce that we are funding 4 outstanding and highly competitive projects this year. Additionally, something that's new this year is that we launched a special interest grant mechanism. This new funding stream is designed specifically to support research that's driven by community priorities. So essentially, what you guys told us matters most. Our research committee reviews these insights and proactively engages researchers to explore them. So this year's special interest project will investigate connections between B vitamins, Tango 2 symptoms, and also leverage the data from the Tango 2 natural history study. So again, thank you all for your continued support. And note that we are awarding $100,093,500 this cycle. Again, bringing our total for Tango 2 research funded to over $1 million. Each team that we fund this cycle will officially begin their projects July 1st. And we're so incredibly hopeful about what next year will bring. So I really can't wait to hear their updates and for them to share them with you guys at the 2026 Family Conference. So mark your calendars if you haven't done so already. And thanks again for being a part of this incredible journey. Your support is truly making a difference. So first and foremost, I'd like to start off by congratulating our first Tango 2 Research Foundation Cycle 5 grant awardee. We're proud to support a collaborative project between Dr. Alina Gonzalez, Tango 2 clinician researcher at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, and Dr. Scott Lovell, the director of Protein Structure Laboratory at University of Kansas. Their research, novel insights to Tango 2 structure and function, will be diving deep into how Tango 2 works at the molecular level, especially in energy metabolism. So by studying how Tango 2 interacts with other important molecules in our cells, they hope to uncover the root cause of TDD symptoms and pave the way for more targeted treatments for our warriors. Dr. Gonzalez and Dr. Lovell, any words you'd like to share with the community?
Hi, everyone. Hi, I'll go. Oh, you can go first, Scott, if you want to.
No.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Lina Gonzalez. Thank you very much for the trust and support that we got from the Tango 2 Foundation. This is not the first time we got the grant. So trusting the science that we're doing means a lot. We hope that with the research that we're doing, at least have a few steps forward in understanding what Tango 2 does. The collaborative research grant that we're working on is really to understand, we still, believe it or not, we don't know what Tango 2 does. So trying to understand the function of Tango 2 and why the supplements that the individuals with Tango 2 deficiency helps them. So try to understand the mechanism of how these supplements work in Tango 2. So we hope to provide a little bit more knowledge for the TANGO2 community and science in general. So thank you for the support.
Yes, this is Scott here. Thanks for letting me join this meeting and for the support for this project. Lena and I have been collaborating for a few years now, and have, it's really interesting project to work on. And as she mentioned, we will be diving into the structure, function, mechanisms of TANGO2 in my laboratory, at least, looking at some of the common mutations and how they affect stability of the protein, of the TANGO2 protein, and functional implications for those mutations, as well as looking at how ligands bind to TANGO2 on the molecular level using structural biology techniques that my lab employs. So great to be part of the team.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez and Lovell, for all that you do for our community. And let's get those virtual hand clapping and party emojis, giving it up for Dr. Gonzalez and Dr. Lovell. Our next grantee is being awarded a T2RF Multi-Institutional Award in the amount of $50,000. Are Donna McDonald-McGinn, Director of the 22QNU Center and Associate Director of Clinical Genetics at the Center of Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and Dr. Beata Nowakowski, an Associate Professor from the Institute of Mother and Child in Warsaw, Poland. Their study focuses on individuals living with 22q deletion syndrome, a group that may unknowingly carry TANGO2 deficiency disorder mutations. So by analyzing genome data and clinical records, the project aims to improve diagnoses, also support their families in the 22q community who may also be affected by TANGO2 but haven't yet been identified. So Donna Beata, would you like to say a few words to the community?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me. Donna, unfortunately, she cannot be today with us, but she's also very grateful that you founded our project. We think it's very, very important for the patients with 22q11. As so far, the patients were not recognized very often as also a TANGO2 carriers. So TANGO2 is located within 22q11 regions. So the patients which we are taking care of, they have only one copy of TANGO2. So what we are planning to do within the project is to look at the more than 1,000 genomes of patients with 22q11 and recognize the variants which are causal or not. We also want to find the biomarkers which will allow us to recognize earlier in the life patients which are carrier of 22q11 pathogenic variants. And what's very difficult, because patients with 22q11 deletion syndrome, they already have phenotypic features which can overlap with TANGO2 features, so it's very difficult sometimes to recognize that there is another disease associated. So basically what we wanted to do, we wanted to see how often pathogenic variants in TANGO2 occur, and also how often we can expect this in the general population. And we also wanted to recognize which variants are really pathogenic and which are not, and also find the early diagnostic biomarkers where we can later to translate to the general population and maybe recognize patients with TANGO2 much earlier than usual.
Sounds like some really important work. Thank you for doing
you.
that. We're really excited to hear those results. So Dr. Georgia Sarkella Brugada, a pediatric cardiologist who's the head of the arrhythmia units at SJD Barcelona Children's Hospital in Spain, is being awarded a T2RF Cycle 5 Single Institution Award in the amount of $25,000. Her project, Cardiac Characterization of Children in TDD, We'll use tools like electrocardiograms and implantable heart monitors to better understand cardiac symptoms that occur between metabolic crises. So the goal of this project is to detect early signs of heart problems like arrhythmias and crises and prevent complications. This research will also contribute valuable data to our TANGO2 natural history study. Georgia, did you want to say a few words about your work to the community?
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you very much for honoring us with to collaborate in this project. I think you are doing an amazing job, and honestly, I think that this is worth trying. Actually, we wanted to share with you what we've already done with our previous study. We've done a pilot project with TANGO2 patients, and we had already studied them at a cardiac point of view in terms of arrhythmias. And we learn by implanting little monitors, little loop recording monitors, that we could not only see arrhythmias during crisis, but also in the intercritic situation. So we thought that we could learn a lot by deeply studying that. And actually, in that pilot study, we already found certain arrhythmias. Actually, 25% of our patients had presented at some point QT prolongation, bradyarrhythmias with severe bradycardias, asystole, and also tachyarrhythmias with supraventricular tachycardia, flutter, and so on. So we think that by exploring that deeply, we could learn much more on how to deal with that and what's the impact of a good treatment with vitamins can do in those patients that we have already been monitoring for the last 6 years as well. So we hope we in 1 year time we can bring you new evidence on the impact of the disease, but also on the impact of the treatment of the disease. So I think that this is a beautiful joint collaboration with all of us.
I agree. This is going to be amazing work, and thank you for taking care of our warriors abroad in Spain. I love that. Our next grantees that are being awarded a T2RF Single Institution Award in the amount of $18,500 is Dr. Andreas Roos and Bert Kebbel from Duisburg-Essen University in Germany. And they're leading the TT2, or Treat TANGO2 Deficiency Disorder project. They're using advanced technology and AI to study skin cells from individuals who have TANGO2. So by identifying how the disorder affects these cells, they hope to uncover some potential treatments, possibly even existing drugs that could quickly make a difference in the lives of our warriors. So let's go ahead and get those emojis going and a round of applause for Dr. Andreas Roos and Dr. Kebbel for the work that they'll be doing for the community. Finally, we're thrilled, really excited to support a special interest study, which I mentioned a little earlier, in the amount of $50,000 from Dr. Christina Miyake at Baylor College of Medicine and Dr. Mosimi Bose at Montclair Universities. As families have seen real-world improvements with nutrition and B vitamin support, this research will help us understand the science behind us and also kind of guide future care and supplement recommendations. So we're really excited to share a video from Dr. Bose talking about this exciting research and her plans.
Hi, my name is Moshmi Bose. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Nutrition and Food Studies at Montclair State University in Montclair, New Jersey. You may have seen me post a few times in the TANGO2 Facebook page asking a little bit about research needs. And I'll share that, I do research trying to understand the public health needs of communities affected by rare diseases like TANGO2 deficiency disorder. And this desire to understand rare disease community needs stems originally from my personal experience with rare disease. My first son, Ilan, was born with a severe form of a rare neurological disorder called Zellweger spectrum disorder. And in my experience, I remember throughout the course of his life feeling quite lost, uncertain, and isolated in managing his care. So for me, it just felt like the best way to honor his memory was to try to help other family members, parents feel less isolated in their journey with their child affected by a rare disease. So I am talking to you today in this recording because I'm really excited to share that I have been awarded a pilot grant from the TANGO2 Research Foundation for my proposal studying the role of B vitamins on symptoms and disease severity in TANGO2. I will be doing this research in collaboration with Dr. Miyake's team at Baylor, and my team is super excited to get started to work with them. In this project, we will be doing dietary and supplement assessments with TANGO2 patients using feedback from caregivers relating nutrient intake, and that includes B vitamin intake, back to the occurrence and the severity of symptoms common to TANGO2. We plan to use the data that we collect in our study in conjunction with the data collected from the TANGO2 natural history study to hopefully get a better understanding of TANGO2 and to provide better dietary and overall treatment guidance for families affected by TANGO2. So I'm really excited to get started on this, and I really hope that we can gather some important information that can be used to help improve the quality of life for patients and families affected by TANGO2. For me, this project will be combining my love for my field, which is nutrition, with my personal experience being the mother of a child affected by a rare disease. So doing a study like this, it gives me an opportunity to reflect on my life with my son while I'm working, which is just another reason that this project is so important to me. I'm looking forward to your continued support of this project and all of the wonderful things that the TANGO2 Research Foundation is doing. Thank you again, and I will keep you posted on our progress.
Awesome, awesome. I'm so excited for that work. At this time, I want to turn it over to Amanda Hall, who got us all moving with her TANGO2 Trailblazer campaign and her daily motivational videos. And in case you missed any of it, let's watch how she kicked off this year's Trailblazers challenges with her boys.
Would you like to join us and become a TANGO2 Trailblazer? Simply head to shinealightontango2.com to become part of the team. The challenge is simple. You need to walk, or run, or swim, or bike, or be really creative and do whatever you like. You could cartwheel, you could jump, you could do star jumps, you could use your wheelchair. Simply travel to 222 kilometres all at once, or break it up, and you'll earn a brilliant TANGO2 Trailblazer medal. Last year we managed to raise over $4,000, and you can become a Trailblazer too. So why not hop on the journey and help us along? You have to come in the shop, boys. So TANGO2 Trailblazers. TANGO2 Trailblazers.
Thank you, Dina. So I'd like to let you know, but that for the second time this year, we've challenged people around the world to take part in the TANGO2 Trailblazer Challenge. And as you saw in the video, simply had to swim, run, bike, skip, hop, do a worm, whatever you wanted to do for 22 or 222 kilometres, and go the distance for hope. We had, until today, 7 participants. However, I had 14 more today. Literally just finished literally just finished a 22-kilometer bike ride with lots and lots of different people joining in on parts of it. So we had another 14 trailblazers join in today, and we've totaled over £1,500 now, and there's still more coming in, so that's really good news. So thank you everybody who participated. You will be receiving your medals shortly. I got mine about 20 minutes ago. Here it is. Individuals that did join in were myself, Anne, Robin Mitchell, Nicholas Arbro, Hannah Driffle, Destiny, Sophie Underwood, and I've got another list here. I've got Andrea, Annie, Rachel, Dan, Charlotte, Dave, Lola, Juno, Dave, Eddie, Sebi, Carol, it's Grandma, Walter, and Joe. And also a quick shout out to the kids on the TANGO2 Titans who did the Wolf Run in honour of Phoebe as well. So thank you ever so much for everybody who went the distance for Hope this year. We hope that the Trailblazer event will be back next year with a different coloured medal for you to collect. So look out for it and join in if you can.
Thank you so much, Amanda. And you don't have to mail my medal to me. You can double me up next year at the conference, okay? I want 2 medals by then.
I'll see you in London in a few weeks' time, Anne. So
Oh, that's true. Oh, yes. Oh, even better. Thank you so much for spearheading that. My legs are still sore for my run, but it was definitely worth it. Yeah, and I have to say thanks to you for encouraging us. And I personally found a new love and appreciation for running. I did 8 weeks worth of runs. I did about 3 runs every single week. It was like a little 5K challenge, and I just appreciate you always encourage and inspiring us to get out our comfort zone and just to do something a little different. So thank you. And for those I haven't met yet, my name is Ann Geffen. I'm the executive director of the TANGO2 Research Foundation. And I also just wanted to, again, thank you everybody for putting all the effort in. I've had so much fun this campaign, getting to know especially our new participants this year. We've had a lot of new participants that were just really incredible. And of course, thank you to past participants as well. And speaking of past participant, I know many of you are very familiar. We have Veronica and Tyson, Thea. You've seen their name. They've been holding their #1 spot for fundraising for weeks and weeks now. But I wanted to give them a moment to be on camera to just say a few words as our ambassador family. So please come on, and we welcome you to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, we received Thea's TANGO2 diagnosis when she was hospitalized at 2.5 years old on New Year's Eve. She had contracted 2 flu viruses at once, which I didn't even know that was possible. But she was so sick that by the time we reached the hospital, she was unresponsive. And this wasn't our first hospital visit. We had sought help for Thea's strange symptoms many times before, but she was always fine by the time we arrived, and we just had no answers. But this time, the doctors decided to perform full genome sequencing. So they took blood samples from all 3 of us, and a major lab in San Diego, where we're from, was asked to expedite her results in hopes of finding something that could save her life. The doctor who was in charge of looking at her genes had actually recently read about TANGO2 in an article that was published just 3 months earlier, and he recognized some of the similarities in Thea's symptoms and was able to focus on the right gene panel. And the reason we know about this is because he later presented Thea's case at a conference, sharing that if she had been hospitalized even 3 months earlier, the diagnosis wouldn't have been possible. While all of this was unfolding, UCSD's neurometabolics team visited Thea at the Children's Hospital, and they started her on a Mito cocktail, what they called, with vitamins, including B complex. And I didn't think that vitamins would really do anything. I was kind of shocked that that was the solution. But soon after that, Thea started to improve dramatically. And initially during this time, the cardiologists on the team had prepared us for a lifetime of heart medication due to Thea's cardiomyopathy. However, after starting the Mito cocktail, her heart function completely normalized, and the doctors were really baffled by this. We also met during that time with a genetic counselor who explained how rare TANGO2 disease was. And while Thea's case had garnered significant medical interest, there wasn't really enough data to predict her future. She advised us that it would be our job to become Thea's strongest advocates and that we would need to network, we would need to try to meet other families, we would need to gather shared experiences, and we would need to learn as much as possible. And she connected us with one family from the original study as a starting point. At this time, the idea of advocating for a rare disease and grappling with a grim diagnosis felt totally overwhelming. We were emotionally and physically drained, but at the end of the day, we wanted to be able to say, okay, we did everything that was within our power. So we started researching, and it happened that Global Genes was hosting a conference in San Diego. And we started learning about the pathway to a cure. You had to assemble a team of researchers, establish a nonprofit foundation, create a natural history study, build a foundation for any kind of government-funded research. And we felt the enormity of that task felt insurmountable, but we left feeling better educated and more determined. We started by reaching out to Marcy. She was the mother of the other TANGO2 patient in the paper, and she was amazing. She became my lifeline. Talking to someone who understood and had answers was invaluable. And together we decided to create a Facebook group to connect with other families. It was just the two of us chatting and asking each other questions. But soon Giorgio joined, and we were so excited, and he started telling us about his son, Edo. We encouraged him to try the Mito cocktail, and he started to see small improvements. And it was so exciting seeing our commonalities, and slowly more families joined, sharing their experiences and forming an incredible bond of understanding and support. And then the Morris family eventually joined, and they took the initiative to start the TANGO2 Research Foundation, and we've made remarkable progress. And we're so excited for this community and everything that we've accomplished. What once seemed totally impossible now feels like a miracle. And then my husband, Tyson, will share a little bit more.
Thanks, Veronica. Yeah, I just wanted to share how amazing it is to see kind of where we've been and where we are now. You know, you heard Thea's story and what happened. When it happened, there was no foundation. There was very little to feel hopeful about. And now, you know, look where we are 8 years later. We have a treatment, B vitamins, that is proven to mitigate the most dangerous of the TANGO2 symptoms. It's been proven in animal models, proven in our natural history study, you know, and in our own eyes as parents. But we have so much more to learn, and I'm just so grateful to this community, to the foundation, and the Shine a Light on TANGO2 campaign as we continue to push for more research and understanding. We know vitamins B helps, but why? Why do they need it every day? Does TANGO2 make them just incredibly inefficient at processing it? Is there an issue with their ability to recycle it and store the energy? We don't know, but we're pushing and funding the research that's going to help us learn. And when we do, you know, I just can't wait to see what that unlocks for our kids. I just appreciate this community so much and all you help accomplish. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Veronica, Tyson, and Thea. We're just so grateful for your willingness to share your journey, your highs, lows, fears, hopes, and dreams, and a story that really resonates with so many people here. And your openness is such a powerful gift to this community. And I can't believe that it all started by creating a Facebook group and connecting with a handful of families. Such a simple and a profound act, and it laid the foundation for such a beautiful, supportive community that we have today. And I know that so many are so thankful of that simple act. And now we've surpassed over $1 million of funding research. It's just it's just remarkable and completely mind-blowing. Side note, if you haven't seen Veronica and Tyson's podcast, we recorded one recently that's on our YouTube and also where you can get your podcast. You can listen to that as well. They always do such a beautiful job on interviews and sharing their story. So I encourage you to listen to that when you get a chance. So I also wanted to also share just a few updates and fundraisers that are still happening. Quick shout out to Roger Gates, who is working on a golf tournament in honor of Tyler Wilson. And we also have the Gallon family. They're hosting a splash and dash, a 5K at Big Rivers Water Park in Texas in honor of Megan. So more to come on that because I know a few people that live in Texas can certainly attend that in person, and perhaps a Baylor University crew can support as well. But that should be a really fun event, and again, it's at their water park, so it should be a lot of fun. I also wanted to send a thank you to the Moore family and Ellie's grandpa Richard, who's planning a fundraiser in the coming months. And if anybody wants to further get involved with our organization, we're looking for volunteers to join our committees. So please contact me, Ann.Geffen@tango2research.org, or Destiny Braden, destiny.braden@tango2research.org. And speaking of Destiny, she's our amazing development and operations associate. She's gonna come on camera and she's gonna be sharing some important upcoming events and announcements for you today. Destiny?
Hi. Yeah, so we have some really exciting upcoming events that you don't want to miss. So make sure you take out your calendars and write down these dates and times for these events. So our research symposium will take place this October 24th, 2025 from 9 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And the symposium will be an online event featuring promising research updates from the TANGO2 Research Foundation and our researchers. So definitely don't want to miss that. And we're also very excited to announce that we'll be having our TANGO2 Family Conference again in 2026 on June 28th to June 30th at Disney Coronado Springs Resort in Orlando, Florida. So we hope to see you all there. I know we had a really great time last year, so we're really excited to gather in person again. And we're also happy to share that we have a revamped version of our parent and caregiver guidebook, and it's available on our website. So you just have to visit tango2research.org, click For Families, go to Family Resources, and then Guidebook and Guidelines to receive your copy. If you would like a copy mailed to you, please indicate that and fill out the form, and we will get one mailed to you in the coming months. Special thanks to Kara and the Canadian TANGO2 Foundation for printing copies for us. Additionally, we've added important information to our healthcare professionals section on our website. We invite everyone, particularly clinicians and researchers, to go and check it out.
Thank you, Destiny, and thank you again to all of our fundraising participants, teams, and donors for your efforts supporting this year's fundraising campaign and helping to spread awareness about TANGO2 deficiency disorder and rare disease. Together, our light shines brighter. Thank you all for joining us today.
And thank you, Sam, for emceeing.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Thanks,
Have a great
Anne.
day.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. Wonderful
Bye.
to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.